All right, we should probably go back. Yeah, we're gonna...
Oh, what was that?
There's people outside right now. That was a car door.
Wait, did something come in?
I don't know.
Run!
The Appalachian Mountains hold dark secrets. Here, breaking the unwritten rules of the woods can trigger a terrifying encounter. From disembodied voices whispering from the dark canopy, to silent, faceless figures surrounding a stranded truck at midnight, something out here is watching. Would you stay to find out what it is? A YouTuber named Chandler and his friend Jasko drove deep into the Appalachian Mountains. They settled into a small, single-room cabin. Arriving on Friday the 13th, the area carried a long history of local warnings.
Over the next 3 nights, we're going deeper and deeper into the Appalachian Mountains. Every night, we're pushing further into the forests. That's where things that you're not supposed to see start showing up. Oh my God, I thought I saw something. For generations, people that live out here in the Appalachian Mountains telling people what actually hides out here when the sun goes down. Locals here say that the woods here are not like any other forests.
Residents had passed down stories for generations about what moved through these woods after dark. This video was uploaded on March 23rd, 2026. The Appalachian Mountains have always carried a reputation. Locals say the forests there are different from anywhere else. The deeper you go, the quieter everything gets. Hunters have reported hearing footsteps moving alongside them through the trees with nothing visible nearby. Campers have described whistles echoing through the hills well past midnight. Some have claimed to see figures standing between the trees. Watching, Chandler and Jasko pushed further into the forest each night. Their cabin sat surrounded by over 100 acres of dense, silent woodland. The two joked about wild people and Bigfoot to keep things light, but the mood changed once the sun dropped.
I'm Chandler, and tonight we are here at one of the most horrifying places in the world. This is actually insane. And somehow we picked a cabin with one bed again?
I don't know why this keeps happening.
One bed, and it's just one room. It's not even a cabin, it's just a room. This is actually an insane place. As you guys know, I don't really do much camping, but we are here nonetheless, and what better place than the Appalachian Mountains to do this? Oh, this is perfect. We have something protecting us.
Yes.
At first, it was just a way to laugh off the atmosphere around them. But in a place where strange sounds, shadowy figures, and Bigfoot stories have been passed around for years, the joke didn't stay funny for very long. That night, Jasko's spirit box produced a message. The words that came through described danger and warned them to leave. Shortly after, a slow, steady scratching sound moved along the outside wall of the cabin.
What the fuck? Jazz? What the hell is that?
I'm hearing things. My spirit box just said Will was killed and the bad ones are coming.
Dude, there's scratching on the cabin right now.
Scratching on the cabin?
Yes!
It just said do not stay.
What is going on? Do not stay on the spirit. Okay. I literally have chills right now. I'm gonna lock this again for the memes. But like, what the fuck was that actually? What?
Chandler went out onto the trail by himself. He had broken one of the unwritten rules locals held about the mountains. From somewhere above him in the dark, a voice said hello. He stopped. He felt like something in the trees was watching him directly.
Help. Like in a cave, and they freaked out and they ran. Are you supposed to go if someone says help or something? Oh my God, that was a leaf. What the? I just saw a light up there. Hello? Hello? What the f was that? I don't know how many noises you guys can hear. I heard someone say hello straight up there. I saw a light next to him. I kind of want to walk around a little bit, so maybe we'll go back to Jazz. Maybe we'll go up here and check on what the heck that was. We probably should help them if they need help, but if it's nothing, I don't want to go up there. Where's my machete? I left it by the freaking creek.
Who's talking?
It's Chandler. Was I supposed to tell my name? It's me. Who are you? Can you tell me your name or what you are? Hello? What the? All right, we should probably go back. Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, you can't follow me.
Further down the trail, his night vision picked up a shape in the brush. It appeared to be a figure in a dress. It was moving in his direction.
Wait, what is that down there? Oh, no shot. That was literally like screaming. Who the? Can you guys see that down there? It might just be like a freaking tree stump. What the? Oh, I just stepped on a leaf. Holy. Are you just a tree stump? If you're just a tree stump, I'm gonna come down there. I have chills all over my body right now. Please just be a tree stump. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. That's enough. I'm gonna do it down here. Oh, bro, that literally, I don't know what that is. Okay, that's just leaves. I swear to God, dude. I thought whatever that thing was moved a little bit. It looked like a girl in like a dress or a tree stump. Does that sound stupid? Yes. Is it in my head? That is what's in my head right now.
Both men returned to the cabin quickly. Being inside did not make either of them feel safer. The campfire they built did little to settle things down.
No anymore. But we're back in here. We have lights at least. And, oh, we have Jazz. Maybe. We have Jazz.
Hey, man.
So yeah, I was using his camera. I don't know. It should have been working, and it just shut off on the middle of the trail. Like, dude, I was running down the freaking thing, and it just shuts off on me. That was probably the scariest time for that to happen, though. I had to stop mid-trail trying to put the other battery in. Oh my God, there's no light. So I just needed it for the light to get back, you know? So we're back now. We're safe. We're gonna go have a campfire and invite all the skinwalkers.
Something out here doesn't seem to follow the usual rules of the forest. What do you think was moving toward Chandler in the dark? On March 9th, 2026, a YouTuber named Sam Bananas made a 4-hour drive into the snowy mountains of western Pennsylvania for a solo winter camping trip. He picked a primitive campsite and settled in as daylight faded.
Safe to say that I might have gotten myself a little bit in over my head this time. Oh man, I drove over 4 hours to get into the mountains in western Pennsylvania. I'm spending the night in a nice little first come first serve primitive campsite. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 2-night backpacking trip. I'm not exactly sure if I'm fully prepared for that.
The Appalachians went quiet around him, and that quiet had a weight to it.
All right, so somebody left this branch here, and it is green, definitely. Obviously it's dead, it's not attached to something. I don't know if it fell down or what, but I think the twigs are fine enough to get my fire started with this. Okay, so I put together a little guy like this, very first stage of getting that fire started. But then I realized that that wood was super green and it's just not gonna burn. But anyway, I headed on out of the campground across the forest road or state route or whatever it is.
He walked a nearby trail that allowed foot traffic. The trees closed in as he moved deeper. Something made him want to stop and turn around.
And then down a little path where it says foot traffic is welcome. But I walked down that trail completely alone for a few minutes, and it's true what they say about the Appalachian Mountains and being out here alone.
Back at camp, vehicles began passing the entrance. None of them pulled in. They slowed, held their position with headlights on, then backed away.
Now, another thing that I haven't really talked too much about is that cars keep driving past the entrance of this campsite. That's something that I noticed people do a lot when you go camping. People like to kind of snoop on you and just kind of see what you're doing. But I think most of those people are just kind of curious because they like to go camping and just never got around to it, whatever reason. But sometimes when you're out here way in the middle of nowhere, it can feel a little unnerving.
It happened more than once. Later that night, Sam walked toward a frozen creek and found fresh footprints in the snow. Someone had been moving through that area in the dark without any light.
Let's see. Could also be potentially easy to get lost in the middle of the night here. Right here appears to be another campsite. It's nice and cleared out. Fresh footprints here too. I think since we are in the middle of the night, and I don't know if there's people back in here camping, I don't want to bug them. I'm just going to turn around and head back to my campsite.
He turned around and headed back. Then the headlights came back. This time, they pointed straight at him and stayed there. He stood in the glare, unable to see past it.
This guy keeps coming in, pointing his headlights at me, and then backing out. I think there's 2 cars, too.
All right, well, that solves that mystery. There's another nice guy over here who was just coming out to park in the area, trying to figure it out. He's in a car coming out to do the same idea that I had. He's going to camp overnight, and then he's going to do the trail, I think, the next day. So
the driver turned out to be a man named Mark, who was stranded and looking for a place to camp. The tension broke, but only slightly.
I'm just really uncomfortable with that. But it's a nice feeling to be able to help somebody out, you know. Well, I've pretty much done it. Fire's kind of dying out over there. Might sit around and have one last little brewski over there. But I think, yeah, this is pretty much...
Sam finished breaking down his sight and took one last look at the tree line before moving on. Not every strange moment in the woods has a clear explanation, even after the mystery is solved. What would you have done if those headlights had never moved? A video posted by the YouTube channel Exploring with Bears on May 7, 2026, showed Creator Bears and his wife Tiff arriving at New River Gorge in West Virginia. It was close to midnight, and fog was already moving in off the water.
Tonight we travel to West Virginia, where me and my wife first stop off at a ghost town called Thurman. But now, we head deeper into the mountains to find our campsite where we are going to attempt to stay in the haunted Appalachian Mountains. But it goes terribly wrong.
They were deep in the Appalachian Mountains, a region with its own set of unspoken rules. Bears broke one of the most well-known ones almost immediately. He whistled out into the dark.
Welcome back to another Appalachian camping adventure. Is it Appalachian or Appalachia? We are deep in the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian.
Appalachian. And I thought I just seen something moving over there.
Oh.
Did you hear that? I thought that sounded like a growl for a second.
While Tiff stayed inside the truck, Bears walked down to the riverbank. The area had a violent history. Bodies had been thrown into that river during an era when the region was known for bloodshed and lawlessness.
So right now, we have currently set up our camp at the, what's it called, babe?
New River Gorge.
My memory. New River Gorge, though. And this river has history, too. There was so much bloodshed here that bodies used to be tossed in this river right here. There was so much killing going on in these days. Very violent times. History. A lot of history here. Anyway, but deep in Appalachia, which is supposed to be haunted. And we're going to stay here all night. And right now,
we're not allowed to be out here?
No, you're not supposed to be out at night in the Appalachian Mountains, babe.
The air sat heavy, and the only sound was the rush of the water moving past. They were not supposed to be out there after dark. That rule exists for a reason. Then a message came through from Tiff. Something had hit the side of the truck. Bears headed back, pushing through the fog with his flashlight.
Babe, what happened?
It's too scary.
It's the Appalachian Mountains.
It's just too scary. Please come in and stop filming me.
What hit the truck? What was you talking about? Okay, these are our water bottles. Okay, I'm coming.
At 3 a.m, a vehicle pulled up close to their campsite. People got out. They moved around the truck in complete silence. No lights, no voices, nothing.
What was that?
There's people outside right now. That was a car door.
What are they doing? Man, is it that same?
It's the same truck?
Okay. Oh, that's creepy.
Bears and Tiff did not wait to find out who they were or what they wanted. They got in the front seat and drove out of the gorge. The people circling that truck in the dark never said a word, and that silence is hard to explain away. What do you think they were looking for?
Have time to think, we jumped in the front seat. We hightailed it out of the location and drove all the way home from there. But we did make it out safely, and that is one of the dangers of camping that you can come across.
YouTuber Justin set out to explore the abandoned ruins of Elkmont, a ghost town buried deep in the woods. The cold was sharp, and the place was completely silent.
Okay, hello guys. So, we are here at Elkmont. We haven't been in... Fuck, why is the light going off? We are going in the first house. Oh, Justin's here. He's cold. So, let's go.
The group entered the first decaying cabin. The lights cut out almost immediately. The cold walls and the darkness made the space feel smaller than it was.
Yeah. But, so they started, like, restoring these houses here. But, like, look at the different, I don't know, just how they built, like, look at the architecture.
Justin noticed that new wood had been placed over the original boards in some areas. Someone had been working on the structures. He made a passing comment about black bears possibly being on the other side of the walls. Nobody laughed for long.
There could be a black bear on the other side of it, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take into account about like wildlife and stuff. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Queen. I thought you were over here. You don't see my light. I don't know. I have 2 lights pointed at my face right now.
In the second cabin, the equipment stopped working again. The empty rooms felt dark in a way that was hard to shake. Every corner looked like something was crouched inside it.
There ain't no lights. Because it is cold. Now she fucking works. Okay. Maybe she's just cold. I'm cold.
They moved into the third cabin, the one farthest from the others. The floor shifted and creaked beneath them. They were studying the construction when it happened.
Okay, so we're walking into cabin number 3. As you can see, she's fucking spooky. Also, I found out why my flashlight wasn't working. I needed new batteries. Nope, that's allowed. I can't come in, I'm a bitch. Look at the architecture.
A loud, heavy sound came from somewhere inside the house. It did not sound like an animal. Justin stopped moving. They ran.
Okay, go. Don't run, just... Go.
They pushed through the dark and got off the property as fast as they could. Justin looked back at the cabin once. Something was there.
What the f***? Run! Go, 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 go. Where the fuck did it go?
Some viewers might connect a heavy, unseen presence in the woods to Bigfoot legends. But in this case, the sound seemed to come from inside the structure itself. Whatever made that sound inside the third cabin left no clear trace and no easy answer. What do you think was waiting for them in that house? A video uploaded by the YouTube channel Exploring with Angelo on September 11th, 2023 followed creator Angelo and his companion Mal Sargi as they used the Randonautica app to explore Harper's Ferry. The town carries centuries of history, but what they ran into felt much closer to the present.
Welcome back to a brand new Randonautica adventure, starting out here in a very cool historic town called Harper's Ferry. It's been here for a very long time. From what I read, was the oldest standing building, so there was probably some stuff here before then.
Problems started early. A man at the old train station kept appearing wherever they went. He would show up in the same area, stop, and stand there. It happened repeatedly.
Now we were at like the train station, and I don't know, there was this one guy. He would just like we would go into one spot and he would kind of like come in that area too, and then just kind of like stop, and it was almost as if he was like kind of watching us in a way. I don't know.
Further in, they came across an umbrella and a collection of scattered notes inside a forgotten waterway. One piece of paper had a handwritten message on it. It said, "Leave now."
This is a random American umbrella. I wonder if it still works. Okay. Oh. What the hell? Okay. Oh, it kind of works. Disabled veterans, their courage endures. Well, salute to the vets. But what is this? A bunch of random pieces of paper in here. Just the right mix of chaos and love is degrees. The hell? There is a problem we cannot ignore. Confront, plot against, drown in chocolate sauce, or run over with the car. What the hell's that saying? Leave now?
Mal paused to retrieve his flashlight when a screech cut through the valley. It did not sound like any animal. After it stopped, the woods went completely quiet.
Okay, what in the actual hell was that? So I was stopping for a second so I can grab my flashlight, and I heard this screech. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't an animal.
Near an old church, they spotted a skeleton key next to a broken cross. A person moved through the ruins nearby and was gone before the camera could get a clear look.
Oh, there's much more stuff in here. What the f? Dude, check this out. There's like a skeleton key.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Where'd that person go? What if it was theirs?
He kept
I
walking.
mean, we just caught like a glimpse of them, right? What the hell is this? And that's pretty much it. Oh wait, there's something else in here. Damn it. Okay, what is all this stuff? Yeah, it looks like a button. Literally, it's like a pin button thingy. Altar server. In appreciation of service to the Lord, presented to Ope.
At the top of the ridge, Mal was certain he saw a figure looking out from behind Jefferson Rock. He moved toward it. Nobody was there.
Well, there's the rock. I don't know, you see anybody? It is weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are just birds. Yeah, dude, there ain't nobody here. No. There's no one here, dude. That was weird. I'm like 155,000% positive I saw someone and they just disappeared.
The night ended outside Savannah's Bonaventure Cemetery. The gates were locked, but music was audible somewhere in the dark beyond them.
But yeah, that's the cemetery. We'll try and come back tomorrow. If we have time during the day, we can get here early enough. Maybe what we can do is run another point while we're actually in the cemetery. Maybe I'll run a point, maybe you'll run your own point and see what comes up, right? Now it sounds like it's down there.
Each location handed them something they couldn't explain, and then took it away before they could get a closer look. What do you think was leaving those notes behind? A video published by the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal on February 2nd, 2026, followed creator Wyatt as he and his team spent the night inside a remote cabin in Kentucky, located within one of the most active paranormal hotspots in the Appalachian Mountains. The area comes with a strict local rule: if you hear whistling, a voice calling your name, or any sound that seems human, you did not hear it. You do not respond. In parts of Appalachia, warnings like that are often tied to stories of things that mimic human sounds in the woods. Some locals connect those sounds to old mountain legends, including wild men, unseen watchers, and Bigfoot-like figures moving beyond the tree line.
Behind us is a new cabin here in the Appalachian Mountains.
Not only that, the area we are in right now is also the biggest hotspot in the Appalachians.
We are staying the night and we are going to see how big this hotspot truly is. The locals all around the Appalachian Mountains have a saying: no matter what you hear out here, if it sounds real, do not respond. But we are here for a totally different reason.
The group rang a bell inside the cabin. Heavy footsteps immediately started moving across the porch outside, pressing into the floorboards hard enough to feel.
Listen to the sound of this bell. Follow it. That's your sign to approach. Wait, none of you guys are moving?
No.
Was that upstairs or in there? I thought one of you were like stepping around.
I was waiting dead still for a noise, literally. Good plan.
Seriously.
Did that sound like the porch?
That's so fucking loud.
Am I tripping out right now? No, you're not.
Then the whistling came. A long, drawn-out note moved through the trees. It was exactly what they had been warned about.
Things are just different.
Ever since the sun went down, honestly. And we've had those all the way closed, that as far down as it'll go, this one closed. That one over there is broken. That really doesn't help our case.
Wait, guys. Was that whistling? Yeah, there was whistling out there. It was either whistling or like somebody crying out.
That was so long.
Remember, if you heard it, no you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we heard that. No, I don't want to imagine. How much power do you have? Was that your voice?
A motion detection device in one of the rooms began triggering on its own. Nothing visible was near it. The equipment then produced a voice. The words that came through were never been easier repeated more than once, as if something outside had found a way to reach them.
That's a voice. We just heard it a second time. Give it like 1 or 2 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna say hello. Hello? Bro, it sounds like somebody's outside by the car.
Never been easier.
Never been easier.
Are you talking about communicating?
The first thought that ran through my head was getting into the building.
Right.
I get it.
You gotta be specific so we can understand what you mean. How often does somebody just randomly come here and offer an invite for whatever's out there to come and speak?
Exactly, yeah.
I know.
Actively try to find it. Bro, that first word that has come out and every hair on my body is already standing up.
A ball at the top of the dark staircase rolled down on its own. The hallway above was empty. The device followed with another message: you will never be found.
The ball! None of us were moving, right? Okay, listen. I tapped on this railing. I knocked on the fucking wall. Yeah. It would have happened right then and there, right?
Yes.
You guys heard that noise right before the ball started falling?
Yes.
It will never be found.
Lost here? Is that what it said earlier?
Wait, it said George. Lost. Is there somebody upstairs?
Guys. Something was just moving in here.
Did you already make your way inside?
I'm shaking. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the knock. Anathan. A-N-A-T-H-A-N. I don't know what that means. Also, I'm going to take a look at this footage.
I had the angle here of it, far as fuck back on the stairs. There's no way that was moving.
I don't know who you were filming. I want everybody to know that I was not doing... That camera. That camera has it. We have to look. Nobody was moving. I'm going to look.
Then footsteps came fast and heavy toward the front door. The group blocked it with chairs and stayed low as shapes moved past the windows in the cold outside.
Dude, stop!
I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
Same, dude. Someone just walked up to us, dude. I swear on everything.
That was so loud.
That was someone. That was 100% footsteps.
That was like walking up to the door like this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, with some quickness.
Wait, did something come in? I don't know. Can you let go of that? Please.
Voices began calling from outside, trying to pull them out into the dark. They held their position until morning.
You will never escape me.
Can we turn the lights back on?
Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I don't want to do it.
Someone's talking. What was that?
That was a voice. Somebody just said something.
What was that, dude?
Something just said something right outside.
I heard that.
It's time to go. As much as I want to.
Oh my fuck.
I do want to, guys. I do want to. But whatever's going on right now, we've been told back to back to go.
Whatever was outside that cabin seemed to know exactly how to get a reaction. What would you have done when those footsteps hit the door? Broken Capital uploaded a video on August 23rd, 2025, following 2 campers as they spent the night in Canicchase Woods. The forest is located in the UK and has long been linked to strange legends and unexplained activity. Canicchase is not just known for ghost stories. Over the years, people have linked the forest to reports of black-eyed children, strange lights, and even large animal-like figures moving through the trees. The dense trees tangled ground cover, and heavy silence made it an unsettling place to be after dark. The 2 set up camp and started running paranormal apps. They had no way of knowing what the night was going to bring.
Woods.
There's 1 minute it's eerily silent, and then the next minute you start hearing things.
Right.
Give it a couple of minutes and you'll start hearing things. It's weird.
We're going to have another look round. We'll find some areas. I mean, like we said, we're here all night. That moth just scared the shit out of me.
I thought that's an orb.
What?
You hear that then, or was that your feet?
What?
Rustling.
Well, I did rustle then when you said what.
Oh, it could be your feet.
Once darkness came in, they moved through the trees, carefully, lights sweeping ahead of them. Every snapping twig and distant knock put them more on edge. The woods had a loaded feeling, like something was sitting just past where their lights could reach.
Whoa, that was heavy.
That was very heavy. Oh fuck, there's people coming.
Lights. Where?
Over there.
No. That's all right, mate. Oh, shit. Let's get back to the tent.
Coming with lights, Carl. You can see people coming with lights. I'm more scared of people than paranormal at the minute. Did you hear that little giggle?
No.
Kind of thing.
No? Honestly?
Swear down. Right, let's just find a base. As if a tent's going to make us feel safe.
Well, is that light?
See?
What is that? What is that?
What is that light? It's next to the tent.
Mate, if that lamp's on, my lamp's turned on, we're going home.
You alright? You
I get
alright?
nothing out of me tonight.
False alarm on the light on camp. It was my camera. That's it.
They called out and ran their equipment. The forest answered with occasional rustling and faint knocking sounds. Shadows shifted at the corners of their vision. The feeling of being followed grew with every step.
Do you know? Just turn my light down.
What did you hear?
Fucking footsteps. Carl decided to get the app on the go. It's got us in the mood a bit. We're in the middle of the fucking woods, pitch black. Right, we're going to go and do another session, I think. Right. Here we go. Look at that, Carl.
Oh.
Behind us. Great. This is fucking mental.
Isn't it? Ferret's here. Can you come out and talk to us?
We're at a bit of an opening now. We're going to have a few call-outs.
Bloody hell.
What the fuck was that?
A big bang, wasn't it?
Sounds like a fucking firework or a gun. God. Why didn't we hear anything until we started?
Yes. That's right there.
Where?
Not in the skylight. See?
What is it?
Uh-huh.
Is it moving? Should we go and investigate?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so fucking... Wait.
Huh?
They'll see you from that car park right at the back.
Oh yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll get to a certain bit and we'll turn the lights off.
Then a heavy sound moved through the woods. Lights appeared in the distance, some moving fast, some drifting. They gave chase with their flashlights but never found a source. The forest kept offering just enough to keep them moving and never enough to give them answers.
How the fuck? Like, I understand I'm with Carl. And I'm scared anyway, right? So how the fuck do people do this on their own? Do you know what I mean? I've got one of them weird brains. I believe everything. Like, I'm just fuck up, I suppose. But this trip isn't for me. It's not even for Carl. It's for you. We were just having a minute. And the maddest fucking noise ever just happened. It sounded like the railings behind me were being shook. And I want to fucking go home. Carl saying, nah, fuck it, be alright. I ain't like no bird eye verge, Carl.
Yeah, like 2 birds on the swing, mate.
I've heard nothing all night. I was feeling a bit content, to be fair. I was like, well, I'd probably do this.
That was birds, mate.
That was the fucking railings.
No, it weren't. Bats.
It was weird. I'm keeping this on my chest. I'm going to turn it on when things happen. My night vision camera's just died. There's people fucking all around the back. I don't know if they're investigators or what. I don't know how close I am to this. Hold on. I could hear fucking these people. And then I heard the railings rattling. And Carl's like, fucking hell's lights over there.
See, they're gone. They've gone.
Carl said they've gone.
Back at camp sleep was not an option. The railings rattled hard. Footsteps moved around the outside of the tent. More lights appeared through the trees. Sounds surrounded them on all sides. Broken Capital said it was the worst fear he had ever felt. They stayed up until morning. They packed up and left at daylight uninjured but unsettled. Nothing ever showed itself. What do you think was moving through those trees all night? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.